All right, everybody. So this is the finals of the Alpha Trion Invitational Season 1 tournament series. Um, Congrats to Christian for making to the finals. He's definitely no stranger to this position this summer into the fall. So congrats again to you, sir.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
It's been a fun tournament.
So I figured before we start, we talk about the format a little bit. Because it's interesting to me that you just won the Freedom Cup with Quake, and then you played it in the Invitational as well. But what was the difference between your Freedom deck and the Invitational deck?
So the biggest differences, especially both mainboard and sideboard, I guess now that I say it, to the two Quake lists was the consideration of the new ATP stratagems, of course, especially this one in front of me, Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
To anyone who doesn't know what Jazz does, basically when I attack into any of Dan's characters, all blacks become whites. And if anyone who's played Quake before knows that there's a lot of black pip cards, and it kind of focuses on trying to pierce your opponent, especially against the blue mirror.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't work nearly as well when all my blacks are whites on attack. It's kind of a bummer. And so I was basically forced to adapt to not only, because in the Freedom Cup Quake, in my deck for the Freedom Cup, that Quake build was way more focused on seeing other Quakes, seeing like Sketch Out of Horrible, seeing aggro, basically, prep for aggro. Well, this one was actually more heavily teched to see more control decks. Dan knows my deck list already, so I'm not afraid to say that. Like, I'm mainboarding a lot of things that I wouldn't have otherwise if there weren't things like Jazz and Jetfire in the field, like Scoundrel's Blaster.
Mm-hmm.
Calculated Strikes were actually a very useful card as well. I'm mainboarding Belligerents and seeing more in the sideboard. Things like that I would never consider running, except for maybe the Scoundrel's Blaster in the Freedom Cup. Just things that it's very different. My sideboard is especially different. It's even more attacked against like things like Jazz. So like even seeing like more Scoundrel's Blasters, or I've seen a lot more Brave and Stealth.
Yeah.
With the ATP stratagems, so seeing things like Spy Satellite Uplink make my way into the sideboard, like non-ironically, and see use is something that's really happy for me.
Yeah.
I definitely had to think a lot harder when building this Quake list, because I kind of figured I was going to be playing Quake. For one, it's still a really powerful deck, even with things like Jazz and Jetfire to kind of keep it at check. It still has a lot. I think it still has a lot of good matchups in the field.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a deck I'm just familiar with as well, versus trying something new, which all the new stuff is really, really awesome. But I was more comfortable going in with something like this I've played before versus maybe like Jetfire Jazz, which you were in the finals for, Dan. So
yeah, so I felt that one of our smallest publicly tested cards was only tested in the beta event we did, which was played by Neil, was the Jetfire stratagem. So I really wanted to weigh in on the Jetfire stratagem more, and I felt like a lot of the lists that I had seen people putting together, they weren't necessarily the ideal version of the character that I had seen it as. So like I played way more into the double ranged idea with the Impactor. I mean, like the Impactor, like he definitely probably looks odd to a lot of players, but the real truth is that he's just a 7-drop range stat stick. So I keep comparing him to Night Racer. He's just the Autobot Night Racer at 7 stars that I feel currently works really, really well with Jetfire. The 2 defense really adds up. It keeps 2 defense across your board for your team, like for opening attacks. It does make things a little more complicated for people to figure out who to attack, who's correct. He ends up living so much longer than people think he's supposed to most of the time. But then the biggest thing is the Armed Hovercrafts and the Rapid Ascents are 2 cards that have been absolute MVPs for me. I think my deck list is actually built wrong. I think it needs to have more Rapid Ascents. Anyone that's looking to play this in the future, I would definitely play at least 2, but I would probably make the argument for 3 more times than not. The early Rapid Ascents that I had in the top 16 were just insane. Like, it was just like literally like he would go first, attack into my guy, and on my first flip I'd have Rapid Ascent, and then like my first turn I'm just like flip Jetfire, get Rapid Ascent, make you scrap a card, end of turn move Rapid Ascent, make them just scrap a card. So now all of a sudden they're down on 1 card, and when you're playing against like a Horrible and he only has 1 card in hand, he's not very threatening. So yeah. It's a lot of those things that mechanically just really worked well together, and the Jazz is the obvious best support for every reason you just said. Like the fact that most of the decks in the format before this were heavily black-orange decks, without them adapting correctly, which I think that you did a very good job of. I know you played a different version of Jazz in the top 8, and it's just one of those that you plan accordingly, and you definitely made it matter, which is exactly what we wanted. We wanted to see Scoundrel Splashers in orange-blue decks again. Like, we wanted to feel that people had to play those cards to like have give themselves the matchup some more, and then the going to the extent of calculated strikes is just even more of a precedent to be set of like, oh yeah, like I knew that I had to go this far. So these are all things that we want it to happen and we want it to see. So it's great to see a version of your deck go as far as it did for paying off basically on predicting the meta correct.
Yeah, well, thank you. Definitely, I appreciate hearing you say that. So that's always comforting to know, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right, are you ready to begin, sir?
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So,
for the that's not sure, Scott Landis, ladies and gentlemen.
sorry. I figured this was easier if we're gonna put it out as a recording anyway, instead of having to ask it later. Christian, like, what do you? I think I have my answer, and I think it's obvious if they see what you're doing. But like, if you could tell the people that are maybe watch for the first time, like, since the webcam, octagon, COVID era of Transformers, your finishes have been like meteoric, I guess you could call it, for lack of a better term. Can you just explain to people like why you think that's the case? I mean, I think I have my reasons, but I'd rather have them hear it from you.
Honestly, I think it's just because they're there, and I've always wanted to be like known as someone that's been decent at the game, so to speak, and because like there's so many more chances for me to play at a high level competitively with really well-known people like Stefan, Richard Wyatt, Kent. There's a lot of high competition in these tournaments since the very first Corona Cup kind of started back in the beginning of at the very end of Wave 4. And so I just saw it as an opportunity of like, if I want to be better, here's all these people that are clearly better than me. I better jump in so I can play and just try to get better. The availability of all the tournaments at high level has probably been the biggest factor. It's probably all I got to say on that, I think.
Yeah, the only thing I'll add is that I've just seen you asking to play so often as well. Like, you're probably the person I've seen actually playing the game the most in a while. So
yeah, I love the game, man. It's a fun game. It's a fun game to play at a high level. So if it's there, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah,
cool.
I think I would take it one step further too. I think, to your credit, there's a lot of skill in play, but the biggest skill sometimes is predicting the meta, and I feel that in just about every event you played in, you predicted the meta incredibly well. The Fort Max deck that you had brought, like, that just steamrolled your whole bracket. Like, you literally, like, you just flawlessly played the entire event basically until the finals, where that was like your first like true contention of a deck that like could actually beat you. Even when you played Horrible Sky Shadow in the Invitational, like, you weren't the only one that played it there, but you had still had probably the better version, which in the end it proved. You won that event well. And then you go back and you just look at your Freedom Cup finishes, and I just feel like in most of the times, like when I've said this before, like I would go and I would look at a tournament and I would look at the top 8. Like, you can go and look at the top 8 deck list and you go, oh, I can see probably where his bracket was, and I can totally understand like why he did the way he did. He just predicted the meta correctly, and I think that's a big thing. I think it's an important thing that people, sometimes often miss, is that idea that like you have to have the best deck that you want to play and know how to play it. But in the end, you still need to know like the edge of prediction wise, and like I said, even in this event with your calculated strikes and your Scoundrels Blasters, like you were prepared. At least you were giving yourself a shot in the matchup. Where I think if like someone just brought in a normal Wave 5 Quake deck, we wouldn't even have to play a game because it wouldn't be close. To where like the corrections that you made give yourself where I believe this game is actually going to be very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and I think also to kind of go along that, I think with the new ATB strats, and I think I mentioned this in the Discord before, just these 11 new cards alone make the format in meta so diverse that predicting the meta is going to be much harder than it was. I think for Wave 5, I think the Wave 5 meta was pretty easy to predict, to to kind of just say, because it was a lot of the similar decks and similar builds.
Right.
It's not going to be the case here, I think, because there's so many more things you're going to see. I mean, I expected a lot of Jazz, and I ran into 2 Metroplexes my first 2 rounds in the Invitational.
Yeah.
Completely I was blindsided by that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I barely won those games, to say the least. And it was really cool to see Metroplex do so well and be just like a threat that I now have to consider for in future events, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be a little bit more rock paper.
It even carried over in the Titan 1 because there was 5 or 6 Metroplex registered in Titan 1. And then, there wasn't as many Jetfires that didn't get any more love, but there was a ton more Dark Mounts. So, like, Dark Mount became apparently a key in the Titan 1 format, at least for people to start with. So it's pretty interesting. But,
Dark Mount meta, who'd have thought?
Like I said, like, the entire incarnation of these cards are to create options for people and then create adaptations for others. And I think that's the biggest goal. And in this Invitational, even though it was, 1 round in elimination, you saw a lot of that, and you saw the people that adapted correctly excel and make the top 8, make the top 4, and these things like that. So it's definitely awesome to see, and I'm looking forward, honestly, after this event, I'm looking forward to the November full constructed event to see, with what now people have the information, how it changes again, how it adapts again. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what people do in that event.
I agree fully.
All right, Sarah, are you ready to play games?
I think I'm ready to play games.
All right. Natural, normal, odd, or even, sir?
Oh boy, finals. We're gonna go even.
It is even. It'll be your choice. I will shuffle.
Oh my. Okay. Do I want to go first or second? What a question. I think I'll go first.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Good luck, sir.
You too.
What do we got here? Okay. We'll be flipping Horrible first turn, and then we're going to be sending Fangry into Jetfire.
Okay.
2, both 2, boop. And then 2 for the whites. Attack is 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2. Okay.
Nothing cool to flip and get back, though. That's just unfortunate.
That was the hope. We're going to ditch a Bash for a Scoundrel's Blaster.
But the bashing shield's so good.
Not as good. Not as good. That +1 doesn't mean much. It could be armored plating.
That's true. It's true. All right, we'll draw a card.
No.
All right, we will. We'll flip our impactor.
Yep.
And we will chuck. We'll chuck a secret action down.
Okay.
And we will take a swing at the guy we have to.
Yes, sir.
4 or 5.
5 to my 2, take 3.
I'm gonna get this Noble's Blaster. I'm gonna drop Matrix Leadership for Noble's Blaster.
Alright, I'll drop an Enhanced Power Cell for a wedge formation.
Okay.
Drop turn. We'll flip quick.
Yep.
Any secrets in your scrap?
In my scrap?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. It's gonna missions. Gotcha. Interesting. We'll precision fire alt mode. Then we'll do one to horrible, one to jazz. Play a counter blaster on horrible.
Yep.
And we'll swing into impactor.
We have a sab arm.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Just for 5.
3, 2.
Sure.
All right. I think we have to get this Hollow Matter back, which is unfortunate. I think I have to drop this Nobles Blasters for it.
Okay.
I'll drop a turn.
Yep.
We will flip jet. Get back this defensive driving.
The tech, I like it.
We'll play the Hollow Matter here.
Yep.
And then we'll set a secret.
Okay.
And we'll swing at Fangry. 5, Pierce 1.
Spends 2, takes 3. Goes to up.
There you go.
Full wedge formation. Draw Fangry for 1. Draw for Quake. Deal 1 to horrible, 1 to impactor.
Yep, I got him.
Okay, I'm good. We'll fusion bore impact or Quake,
Yep.
and we'll do 1 to horrible, 1 to impactor.
Yep.
We'll flip bowl and move 1 to Jetfire.
Yep.
Break into Jetfire.
Okay, I have 10 hostilities.
Okay. 8 pierce 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will take 3.
All right. We'll drop a rock drop and for a wedge formation. Here you go.
Draw. Flip our Jetfire.
Yep.
I'm gonna play Gyro Blaster on him.
For sure.
We'll draw 3 with Equipment Enthusiast.
Yep.
Alright, and then we'll send into Fangry.
Yep. 2.
4, 6. I'm sorry, 5. Sorry.
Okay. Yep, take 3. No problem.
I will not get back Bastion Shield.
All right, like that. Drop turn. We'll flip bowl. We'll Canyon Crash. I'll do 1 to Quake and 2 to Impactor. And then I'll do 1 to Horrible, 1 to Impactor. We'll Grenade Launcher Fangry.
Yep.
We'll send him into Jetfire.
Okay. Remember, just 2 cards.
Yep. For 9.
1, 2, 3, 4. Take 5.
He's a 12 of 16.
Yeah, you're 16.
Okay.
Draw. Hmm. Cards in hand? 2.
Just 2.
Fangry has 4 health remaining.
No. Yep, 4 health. Lose it? Oh, very good.
I'm here. I'm just thinking. Sorry.
Yep. No, my screen kind of blipped, so just make sure.
I'm gonna play Crushing Size. Draw a card.
Sure.
Set a secret.
Yep.
And we'll attack into Fangry.
Yes, sir.
1,
2.
2, 3. Pierce 4. Pierce.
You got
3.
bulb 1.
Oh yeah, one more. Sorry. Oh, Pierce 4.
Just 4 gets you.
Pierce 4.
All right. Quick trigger. For 1 factor. Yep. We'll draw for turn. Patrick's got 4 left.
Yes.
Full mission briefing for 3.
Sounds good.
2, 3. Well, flip horrible and move on to Jetfire. Yeah, crab into Impactor.
It's end hostilities.
Sure. Oh, my improvised shield, you swine. Where are you getting the extra 1 from?
It's a black, white.
Oh, yeah, it's a black. That's right, that's right.
I know. It's confusing.
Testing ya. This 2.
2.
Okay. We're going to draw up the improvised shield for... Any weapons. How many cards in hand?
4.
4. I'll grab the disassemble. Here you go, sir.
And draw.
Yep.
You have how many cards in hand?
5.
Okay. We're gonna flip to give our team bold.
Yep.
We're can do the ever so impressive marksmanship on your Krebs.
Oh boy. Quick trigger.
Yeah.
Very nice. I saw it coming too.
All right. So we have 5, 6, 7 minus 2 is 5, which puts him to 9. Either that or I just go into Quake for some damage. I hate that option either. So I don't think I really have a good option no matter what on that. None of these other plays make any sense. Alright, we will not play an upgrade. We'll just swing in a Quake.
Sure.
1, 2, bold 1 from Impactor. 5.
Spends 2, takes 3, goes.
We're going to drop Ghost Shield for Noble's Blaster.
Oh, Blaster, sure. Sounds good. Drop your turn. Full horrible.
Yep.
How many cards in hand?
4.
4. Okay. We'll Wedge Formation.
Yep.
Deal horrible. Drop for Quake. Deal 1 to horrible, deal 1 to Impactor.
Yep.
We'll Power Cell Quake.
Yep.
Deal 1 to horrible, 1 to Impactor. We'll swing the Jazz. Give it away. Got 6.
5.
Okay.
No greens for you.
What's that?
Said no greens for you, right?
Yeah, no greens. I had a Bashing Shield, but I don't even count that as a green anymore.
That's fair. Alright. We'll take nothing.
Sure.
We'll go. He will Noble's Blaster on Jetfire.
Yep.
Send secret.
Yep.
And we'll swing Jetfire at Horrible.
Yes, sir.
Only 2, remember. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pierce 3.
9 to my 1 is 8. That kills me. And that's a quick trigger. Right. Pop out. No greens for you?
No greens for me.
Let's see. Does the move happen before or after we pick up greens? Do you know?
I imagine it's the same time. No, it would be green. It would be greens first because this is at the end of turn.
Oh, that's true. I'll ditch a erratic grenade for a counter espionage.
Okay. I'll move the blaster.
Sure. Sounds alright. I'll drop a turn. What secrets are in your yard?
One to end hostilities.
One end hostilities?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. What kind of espionage? Sabotage armaments?
Yep, you got it.
Okay. See that hand?
Hidden Fort, Quartermaster, Ghost
Fort.
Shield.
Okay. And I get 2 swings here. We'll flip Quake. We'll fusion board Briscoe.
Yep.
This one Briscoe into Jetfire. For 7 pierce 4. Yeah, you have W5.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yep. No way.
1, 2, 3, 4. Take Pierce 4.
I got pierce from fusion board, yeah.
I'm sorry. This was on 13, so it goes to 15.
Yeah, he goes to 16.
Yeah, you're 16. You're good, you're good.
Okay.
I moved the dice and lost it.
Cool. Yep, no worries. Alright. Then we'll have Quake go into Jazz.
Yep.
To the white. 4, 6, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 4.
It's gonna be that you're not gonna get presents anymore, because well then stop acting like that.
Alright. Untap.
Yep.
Draw. Secret.
Yep.
Tech Quake.
Okay. Turns to 3.
6 Pierce 2.
Pierce 2. Alright. 2 goes to 6.
Go ahead.
Hmm. We'll disassemble your double cluster. Briscoe into Jazz. For 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Bubba, is this your seat?
Alright. And we'll have Quake going.
I got a hiding for it.
Yep. 5.
I have 5 more to flip. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep. I will grab this Scoundrel's Blaster here.
That seems okay.
We'll ditch a Magray for a Scoundrel's Blaster.
Okay. Draw. Enhanced Power Seller guy.
They're my old glasses.
Sure.
Secret.
Sure.
Where's your, oh, in your bag is the yellow bag that has your, crybaby, I mean your LOL bone.
Alright, we'll just attack Briscoe.
Sure.
6, 5, 5. 4, 4.
0. You got him.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Alright. Drop turn. Secrets in the yard. Sure. Okay. We'll fight for position.
Yep.
Quick. Not quick again.
It's hidden fortification.
Okay. Two. Through the way. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
I'll take 2.
Seems good.
Nothing.
Who was in here?
Draw.
Is that who was in here?
Mm-hmm.
I will put an armed hovercraft on my guy and swing.
Seems good.
No, what kind of
6. 5.
that on the
5.
5 to my 3. Take 2. Go to 8.
I'll get this Noble Slasher back.
This jazz has lasted so long, it's infuriating.
Well, he's probably dead now, so.
How much health does he have left? 4?
4.
And your upgrade's gonna be scrapped now, right?
Yeah. I was surprised you didn't scrap the Hollow Matter earlier.
I didn't even think of it. We'll bash and shield the hollow matter now,
Yep.
No, I can't do anything until I figure out that money.
and we'll Cammy crash 1 to Quake, 2 to Jazz. And Quake in. To the white. For 7.
I choose to take 2 and die from my own trigger.
Alright. Honorable.
First or second, sir?
So,
Oh wait, no, that's my choice. I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, you're first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
You'll go first? Okay. Alright.
The 27th to the
Um,
29th of November, 'cause I'm off that
I'll keep this
Friday.
line up.
That's why I wanted to do it.
27th Friday?
No, Thanksgiving's the 26th this year.
Because you know you can't get in. Make a reservation for Friday. You can't get in till 3
Alright.
o'clock. And you have to be out by 11 on Monday, on Sunday.
yeah, but they can go down and.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Right, but
Wait, I'm looking. I thought it was me for some reason. I thought.
I'm cleaning
Oh,
up.
no, you're right.
Yeah, 'cause I'm off on Black Friday.
So are you, aren't
And then.
You said the next
This
weekend, the 4th to the
is the
6th, we're
parade.
going down.
Yeah, it's a parade.
26th?
The 27th.
27th?
28th, and 29th. And we,
He knows what we're.
right, we want the, we
I
want
think
you
that
have.
they should be on the second floor. That would be easier to know.
Why?
Because the second
When you
floor.
come out,
is
the door is
right
open.
here.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I like sitting on our deck and watching what's going on.
Yeah,
Then
that-
you don't have to go down the hallway, down the elevator. You just go right out your back and just
Oh.
into the.
yeah, that would be easier.
Where's her?
Let's,
Look at the animals! Look at the animals!
No, come here, give me a kiss, baby.
Oh,
Come here. Stand up, honey. You know if I kiss.
It's still Grax on Quake, right? Signature.
It is still Grax on. Grax, Briscoe, Crab.
Okay.
Still.
You wear these all the time? Huh?
Alright, good luck, sir.
Good luck to you as well.
there you go.
Sorry, I had to find a dog leash. Alright.
Understandable.
That stays at our house.
Flip impactor.
And the pillow.
Impactor into horrible.
Yep.
You didn't bring that in.
Just one.
You just broke the one.
No, they take one. We're gonna drop a 5 for that.
Okay.
Drop.
Yep.
Portable. We'll Magray.
Sounds good.
Turn one Magray, boys. They want the horrible, want the jazz. Send Angry into Impactor.
Alright, thank you.
White.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Are you there?
8.
2.
Here you go.
I will drop scouting mission for
Look,
Nova
you should go
Blaster
to this one.
Yes, sir.
and still have nothing in the yard to get back. Draw a card.
I know that. Made me happy.
Mommy will make lunch. What do you want for lunch, baby? Pizza or turkey?
Drop a hollow matter here.
Sure.
Set a secret.
Yep.
We'll flip impactor back. We'll swing it if angry. 4 pierce 2.
And 2 takes 2. Goes to 3.
At least there's stuff to get back now.
Drop your turn.
Yep.
But you have so many crybabies now to play with in the tub. How cool is that? Yeah, because now you have crybabies in the
Well, Magray again.
crybabies not in the tub, so you
Yep.
play with crybabies all the time.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
10.
Um,
I don't know what happened to Oliver's.
we're gonna put 1 on Horrible and 1 onto Jetfire.
Excuse me.
Or do we not want to do that? We'll flip Quake. We'll send Bull into the Jazz.
Yeah.
And toss.
Okay. 4.
It's a cheetah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright.
That's a rhino.
I'll drop Improvised Shield for a Scoundrel's Blaster.
Okay.
Okay. Draw.
Yep.
Let's see how you like it. Arm Hovercraft you.
I had that coming.
We're gonna flip Get Back Go Shield. And we'll swing in a horrible.
Yep. 1.
6.
Let's both take turns too, okay?
6, 1 goes take 5, goes to 11.
Alright, and then
top should have left the pillow like that.
It's a tough choice. I think I want this smelt though. Just play it this way. We're gonna drop nobles for smelt.
Oh yeah.
End turn, we're gonna hovercraft you again.
Right. That kills horrible.
Yep.
Cause a quake trigger.
Yep.
There you take one.
How do you like it, Quake?
Draw for turn. Done then. Oh, quake. I'll flip angry.
Okay. I like it.
The value.
The value play.
The value.
The value for that mission briefing.
Full wedge. Not quite a mission briefing.
Oh, damn.
Worse. Let's see here.
Get back in the fence, Cheetah.
Full fusion board, quake.
Seems okay.
We'll send quake into jazz.
Okay.
Through the way. Attack is 5, 8, 9, 10, pierce 3.
Alright, I have 6. I'll take 4.
Okay. On the way. Then we're gonna have our Briscoe. We're gonna go into. We'll go into Impactor. For 6.
6 is gonna be good.
We're gonna? Okay. Has a quick trigger?
Yep.
And I will not grab the wedge.
Cards in the hand?
We have a solid 3. 3 cards in hand.
Alright, we're gonna flip Jetfire. We play a Javelin.
Yep.
And Bohemian Crash. We'll do 1 to our Jetfire, 2 to your Quake.
Sure.
We'll swing at Quake and throw Javelin at Quake.
Yeah.
Just 6.
2. Take 4.
Yep.
Go to 12.
Yep. Needed some help. Didn't get there.
Oh, you were pretty close. You were closer than I liked. Draft turn. So mission briefing for 3. Let's see. Cool. 8 of 16. Flip angry. Just 2 cards in hand?
Yeah. 2.
Okay. Scoundrel's Blaster Quake.
Okay.
Sonic Quake into Jetfire. Awesome. For 7 Pierce 2.
Take 2.
Come on, Quake. Here you go.
Cards name?
5.
We'll flip, get back gyro.
Sure.
He has 1 health left, right?
He does.
Scouting mission. Quake.
Sure. Quake trigger.
Yep.
Draw 1. Then I'll draw 1 more here. Sorry. Okay. Okay.
Grax hits. Eight, 13. Man, no. I think we just have to. Let's see. Hold on. Oh man, that is a ballsy play. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have no scrap, right?
No scrap.
Where'd the Scoundrels Blaster go?
It went to the scrap before I shuffled.
Oh, you were shuffling. Okay, yeah. Go. I'd love to be this greedy, but I don't know that I can. I think the safe bet is, unfortunately, to just kill the Briscoe. Alright, we'll attack Briscoe, unfortunately. I'm sure this will be an orange right off the top. Yep, there it was. Damn it. Alright.
Alright, got the Briscoe.
Here we go.
Yep, drop for turn. Jess has 3 left. How much does Jetfire have left? 5?
Yeah.
Yuck. It's annoying. Hmm. We'll do that. Ugh, unrecord. Will Scoundrels Blaster Grax?
Yep.
We'll play Belligerents.
Seems good.
We'll start with Grax into Jazz.
Yep.
Two for the white. 4, 6, 9. Pierce 2.
Yep.
Okay. And then we'll have Fangry go into Jetfire.
Yep. Just 2.
Yep. For 5 Pierce 1.
I'll take 1.
I'll grab this wedge. Drop Improvised Shield for a wedge.
Okay.
Here you go.
Angry has how much health left?
8. So 13's got 5.
5, 6, 7. Nobles Blaster. Smelt ya. Yeah, we'll attack Fangry.
Uh-huh.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Got him.
Here you go.
Yeah, we'll drop this symbol for counter espionage.
Sure.
Drop turn. Let's Dirty Javelin, Grax.
Okay.
We'll Camion Crash, do 1 to Grax, 2 to Jetfire. And I'll send Grax on the Jetfire. 4, 6, 8, Pierce 1.
1, 2, 5, 7. Take 1.
Okay. He's got 1 left.
Why do I keep doing this wrong? Yeah. He was on 11, took 2, went to 13, was 14. 15,
Yeah.
good 15, good 15. No, he was on
Yeah,
11.
yeah. Alright.
On 11, took 2. What am I doing? No, yeah, 15.
Yeah, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Crab in
Pierce 1?
for 4 Pierce 1.
You
Yep,
got
Pierce
it.
1.
Good game, sir.
Very good game. Very good game.
I don't think it's very possible to beat double Mag Ray ever.
that was a tough one. That was a decent opening hand,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah, because like even if you leave me on health, like my only play is gonna be flip to get this back, and
Right.
you're still have 3 cards in your hand to do anything to kill me. So
Yeah, I had some other stuff in there, so
you still had the second Scoundrels in hand too, right? Or no? Because
I did not have the second.
I thought you had both Scoundrels for a while. Oh no, you know what? That's all right. You did end up playing 2 of them. Okay.
I did. I misplayed. I had a Javelin and the 2 blasters in hand, but I
Yeah.
played the blaster on Quake instead of when I should have just put the Javelin for whatever reason. Don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. Because even in game 1, I thought what you did was weird because you had the Scoundrels, but then you played the Bashing Shield. And I was just like, doesn't the Scoundrels just win the game? Like, I'm confused.
You had a secret, I think, and I was worried it was Sab Arms.
Fair enough. I think that might be correct, but I was just in my mind. I'm just like, I'm just dead to this.
Yeah.
Like I know.
I mean, you
it's-
had a ways to go.
Like I know it's in your hands, and I'm just like, all right, I'm just dead already. And then you went Bashing Shield. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
The mind games.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, sir. Good games. You know, your
Yeah,
deck, as we've covered in the first 20 minutes of this video, is definitely prepared for this meta, and you were prepared for Jazz. And double Magri is a sweet thing to do in a game.
It felt really good.
Yeah,
Felt really
I'm sure
good.
it did. I'm sure it did. All right. Thanks for everyone in chat that was watching. Sorry, I didn't really want to communicate because I don't like to do that when we're actually playing games that count. So I didn't want to like throw off
Makes
Christian or anything like that. But I'm glad that you guys to see that you guys are active and everything. And thanks for watching. And we'll be around with Titan 1. I think at some point in the next few hours, I'm testing on Cameron's channel. I'll be playing some Menasaur, some Stunticons from ATP2 against the deck that he registered for Titan 1. So we'll see how that goes. But everyone, thanks for watching, and congratulations to Christian once again on taking the win down.
Thank you much, sir. It was a great tournament. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
see you guys later.
See ya.